going on, guys? Welcome to the video. Today I'm going to show you guys one of my favorite recipes that I recently tried and I really enjoyed this recipe. It's a protein cheesecake. I'm going to show you guys the base and then I'm going to do a little different kind of touch to it today. I'm going to do an Oreo protein cheesecake and we'll see how it turns out. The one I did yesterday was a salted caramel cheesecake and it was extremely good. So the only difference I'm going to do with this one is that I'm going to be adding a few Oreos into it. So, you know, I'm going to show you guys the base, and depending on your macros, you guys can switch up the recipe a little bit depending on your taste buds. Now, as you can see here, this is the only thing you guys are going to need. Right here we have some protein powder. This is my protein salted caramel protein powder. You're going to need some cocoa powder. You're going to need some egg whites or whole eggs depending on what your macros are. I'm using egg whites because I'm currently on contest prep and I'm trying to save as much fat as possible. We're going to use 24 ounces of fat-free cream cheese. So that's 3 of these, and then we're going to use some Truvia as our sweetener. And I bought these Oreo thins, and these are the ones with the chocolate filling inside. So let's get started. You guys are going to need a big bowl like this, and that's just to mix everything in together and not make a mess. So the first thing we're going to add into our bowl is going to be the cream cheese. 24 ounces of cream cheese. I have my scale here because I'm going to measure everything out because I am on contest prep. If I wasn't, then I would be a little bit more lenient, but since I am on contest prep, I want to make sure the macros are on point with this recipe. Now the next thing we're going to add to our bowl is going to be the protein powder. You can use any protein you want, just make sure you track it, you weigh your protein. And this one in specific is salted caramel from My Protein. It's the only flavor I have. If I had vanilla, I would use vanilla with this recipe. But since this is the only flavor I have right now, I'm going to use salted caramel. So 3 scoops of protein powder is going to go into our bowl. Once we have the protein powder in our bowl, the next thing we're going to add is going to be our liquid egg whites. I already added it, but you're gonna add 2 servings of this. If you have whole eggs, you can add 2 whole eggs. If you want to use the egg whites from a whole egg, you can use 2 of the whole eggs and add your egg whites that way. But I'm going to use my egg beaters in this container form, and you're going to want to use 2 servings of this. The next ingredient we are going to add is going to be cocoa powder, and this is going to give us that chocolate flavor that we want. So depending on how chocolatey you want your cheesecake to be, that's how many servings you are going to add. In my opinion, I think 3 servings is just right for this recipe. The next ingredient we are going to add for this recipe is going to be some Truvia. I have half a cup here. Depending on your taste buds, depending how sweet you want your cheesecake, you can add anywhere from half a cup to 3/4 of a cup. So this is half a cup of Truvia, and we're going to put that in here. Now once we have everything in this bowl, we can mix this up. You can use anything you want to mix it up. I'm going to use this handheld mixer here to mix it up because it makes things so much easier, but you can use whatever it is you want to mix this up. So the last ingredient we're going to add after our batter is nice and mixed up is going to be these Oreo thins. And I have 8 of these, and that's 2 servings of these Oreo thins. My favorite ingredient. We're going to crush these up and then mix them into our batter. So once we have all of our ingredients nicely mixed up into this big bowl, we're going to add it into this 8-inch pan. You can use whatever size you want. I'm using an 8-inch pan just so you guys can know. And we're going to add this in here now. So this is exactly how your pie should look like. We're going to throw this into the oven for 45 to 55 minutes on 350 degrees. And once this is done, I will check in with you guys. Okay, so this is how your finished product should look. And something that I forgot to mention is that before you put your batter into this pan, you want to make sure you spray some cooking spray on the pan so that your pie doesn't stick, your cheesecake doesn't stick. So I'll show you guys. I'm gonna freeze this for an hour. You can either freeze this for an hour if you want to eat it really quick, or you can just put it in the refrigerator for 4 to 6 hours and then have it later on in the day. But I'm gonna freeze this for an hour and then cut it up and show you guys what it looks like. Alright guys, so after the cheesecake is all said and done, this is how it should look like after you slice it up into 8 pieces. And this shouldn't happen to you if you put oil on the pan, cooking spray on the pan before baking this. So that's something I forgot to do and something I forgot to mention in the video. But try this out, it tastes really damn good. Please leave this video a like, and I'll check in with you guys in the next one. Latest. Every day, pressure is on